The first 2 months of the regular season down. What will the final two bring us as we're off in Week 9?
And this will go as a touchback, and they will begin things at the 25.
Now on first down. Packer pressure, and down he goes. Aaron Donald. He's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year.
It may be cliche, but it is something that holds up over time, doesn't it? If you're the visitors, you don't want to let the crowd in the game early.
Yeah, and that's exactly what they did there. But you said also this defense, they're going to give them a lot of looks like we just saw there, aren't they?
They certainly are. They're a proud unit, and they're going to ride the momentum of this crowd with them, and that's why they...
And right away, he lost the football. And the Packers pick it up. And they're going to be set up in the red zone right around the 17-yard line.
So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10.
The play action fake. They'll look to throw. They'll roll him out right. And it'll be intercepted.
It's Kyler Duggar who picks it. And the Bucs are going to get the football here as the ball will come out to the 20.
Certainly not the cleanest of starts to this football game. Back-to-back plays yield turnovers in this first quarter.
So there's not much flow right now. A very choppy game. And I know this. It's a copycat league. We say it all the time about the NFL, but I'm not quite sure this is what they had in mind about something they wanted to emulate.
No, you don't want to emulate a turnover. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
Oh, that's a real nice job there by the defensive front. They just engaged and held their ground. But how about the guy who made the play? We often talk about whether they take a good first step or not. Many times you just don't take any step. Just get your feet moving, get your body going. And then once he made the read, he was able to make the play.
No gain that time on the completion, and it'll be 3rd down. Throwing his car on 3rd down. Open man here, the tight end Henry. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down.
And that's well executed there on 3rd down. And I love the confidence that they had to let their tight end try and find some space in the middle of the field, right in their quarterback's line of vision. And QBs love to make that easy throw, and they hooked up there for a 1st down.
Carr completes it. A gain of 6 there on 1st. We've seen quite a bit of the short passing game here early on first quarter, haven't we?
We have, and I think it works a couple of ways for this team because, number one, you throw the short game until they stop it. And if they're not going to stop it, you keep throwing it, and occasionally you'll break a tackle and turn it into a bigger gain. Also, if they start to creep up, start to pressure receivers, now you go over the top, take it deep, and now you get some of those big shots downfield.
And in for the Buccaneers, touchdown. DK Metcalf. His 3rd touchdown now on the year.
And the Bucs have taken the early lead on the road here at Lambeau.
Extra point tacked on by Lambeau. And it's now a 7-0 game. So the drive there, 5 plays, 80 yards. And it ends with a touchdown for the Bucs. And that'll be a little too hot to handle as it will skip through the end zone for a touchback here. Now here's the signal caller getting ready to lead this offense again. And he'll need to find a way to shrug off the opening drive, if you can even call it a drive. 1 play and an interception, so he's got to forget that.
I know that in today's football, we have a good number of coaches who don't look at time of possession the way that the old school guys did. But there's still a place for it. And I think that on this drive, after having thrown that interception, they're going to want to eat up a little bit more clock and run some offense and give their defense a little bit of a break.
And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
So, Charles, you talk about this head coach and his future with this franchise. Look, it's been a frustrating year, and I think we saw some of that frustration boil over at his weekly press conference earlier in the week.
Yeah, he's trying to say all the right things, isn't he? But he's heard the rumors. He knows what's going on out there. And right now, he is tired of having to answer the question, are you on the hot seat in every meeting with reporters? This week, he kind of said, I've had enough. And I don't blame him. He looks like a guy that may very well be out the door.
They'll try to pick up the first with Eckler. And he will be very close to a first down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means fourth down. Good job there keeping him to a short gain. Of course, he's coming off a really terrific performance, reigning NFC Defensive Player of the Week.
And I know people get caught up in, well, if you're the reigning Defensive Player of the Week, you must have made a bunch of spectacular plays. Like you mixed in a few of those, but most of the plays are just like we saw there. Keep them to short gains, make the fundamental tackle.
And this will be a Packers first down as he's able to get this up past the 40.
Backed up where they were on this side of the field. That was a gutsy call.
A gutsy call that never should have happened. Not so much them going for it. That's their decision. But where's the defensive front? Where's the leverage? Where's the low man wins? Where's getting into the offensive backfield and spilling the play? How did they permit them to pick up a first down in that situation?
Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8.
Well, this defense for the Bucs, they were very strong last week in the win over Carolina.
And how'd you like to be the quarterback reviewing the game tape from last week and seeing this defense on the spot on almost every snap? If the ball was in the air, they took it away. If the ball was popped free, they picked it up. 5 takeaways in last week's game.
It'll be a gain of 5, but still about 3 yards shy of the first down marker, and now it's 3rd down. This is the Oklahoma State alum, Chris Carson. And this effort won't be enough as they rally up to stop him a couple of yards short. Just a 1-yard pickup there, and it'll be 4th down.
When we talk about defenders, specifically linebackers, keeping their eyes in the right spot, he had that eye down the entire time.
And you know that's not easily done because they throw a lot of misdirection at you. They try and fool you and get your eyes in the wrong place. But you're right about that one. He correctly figured that one out and made a really nice play.
Remember, that was 4th and a full 2 yards. There's a big difference between that and 4th and maybe 6 inches or a yard.
Yeah, you're exactly right, because when it's that 6 inches, you just fall forward and you pick it up, right? You just go quarterback sneak. But having to move bodies, that means you actually have to execute because they know what you're going to do. How are you going to make the right play call and get everyone into the right spot and win at the line of scrimmage? That's what they did there.
That's on Shaq Mason, the guard.
After the penalty, it's Davis. And a minimal gain here as he's up to about the 47-yard line. Give him 3 on the play, and it'll be a 2nd and long.
You know, you're following up on this head coach and the pressure that he is under. CD, I want to switch it to you because you've been on winning teams, but I know you've been in similar situations too where things just are not going well. How do you approach that as a player?
It's a tough approach, Brandon, because you actually have to do the opposite of what you would think. You know, in your mind, you're thinking, I redouble my efforts, I go harder. In a sense, you have to back off a little bit. You have to do a little bit less. Do what you're supposed to do, but don't take on the pressures of doing more and trying to do your teammates' jobs as well. If you do that, that's really going to lead you to more issues.
And they will advance this across midfield, but still well shy of a first as he's tackled at the 47. Call it a gain of 5. 4th down now.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
And a tough ask here. They're going to go for it on 4th down and 9. They'll set up to throw. Escaping the pressure right. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. The last drive, remember, similar situation. He forced a ball into coverage through the pick. He learned better there.
Yeah, similar to a golfer that's confronted with a shot that you just can't make. Sometimes you have to take your medicine, as they say, right? Just pull it down, take off, and go. Don't make something worse than what it was.
Running on first down, Eckler. And he'll be a little shy of the 25 here at the 26-yard line. Give him 10 yards on the pickup, and that'll make it second and a foot or so.
Partner, I remember a coaching friend of mine used to tell his running backs before games, make sure you run and jog with your offensive line in pregame. Get used to the ground shaking when those big behemoths start to create space for you up front. He did a pretty good job of just following those guys through there for a nice explosive run. I hope we give enough respect to the big guys up front because they have been getting it done on this drive. The holes have been large, and they've been barreling through them, picking up first downs.
Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. Wide open receiver complete. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. They'll try and run forward with Davis. And this time they were ready for him as they'll stop him right at the line of scrimmage. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on first down.
I have a feeling they'll stay committed to running the football, especially on the early downs. They just haven't had a whole lot of success just yet.
Second and goal from the 6 this time. On the give, this is Eckler. And he gets him a little bit closer. He takes it from the 6 inside the 5 to the 4. They've been denied touchdowns in the red zone twice already. Here comes third and goal. It looks like he's going to be stopped short of the first down by about a yard. This defense bending but not breaking. It's a gain of 3. It's now fourth and goal.
This is a long drive offensively. Wouldn't you hate to end this with just 3 points?
Doesn't it feel like during a ball game you have certain narratives going on and there's certain drives that seem to take on just a bit more importance than others? This feels like one of those, doesn't it? To me, 3 points here.
And they've now made 2 trips to the red zone and still looking for their first touchdown.
Not able to punch it in, and if you're on defense, your confidence is sky high. Because mentally, you're saying, hey, you're in the red zone. We're thinking we're giving up 3. We just want to give up 6. In this case, they end up not giving up the touchdown at all. They've got to feel great about what they got done. That was a nicely run slant route, and what the receiver's trying to do is make the defender think he's going upfield for a deeper route, and then breaks it off, usually after about 3 to 4 steps, and cuts towards the middle of the field. And now what he's trying to do is use his body to keep the defender away from the football and give the quarterback a really nice target.
2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be second and 8. On the handoff, Edwards, and he'll be taken down at the 18. And still about 3 yards shy of the first as the 4-yard pickup brings it to third down. Carr now to throw. And he's going to go down. Back at his own 5-yard line, it's a sack. Cameron Hayward gets in there to drop him for a loss of 13 yards, and it's also fourth down now. And on fourth down, on is the punt team sending this one away. Ross on the return. Nice punt, but good work on the return to get back 11 yards. And the Packers will have a short field to work with here as they take over first and 10. Getting set to go again as we look at the back, heading onto the field again. He's been good. They've utilized him well, but they're losing here in the second quarter. What might they change offensively?
I think that what you try and do is expand how you get the ball to him a little bit. Get him out in open space, maybe swing the ball to him. What's that they used to call in the West Coast offense, the long handoff? Yeah. Serve as your running play that way, as well as continue to feed him the football. Some of these runs now may pop bigger later in the game because of the effects of running it. Sometimes people, after a while, they don't want to tackle him anymore, or they get tired, or they get out of position, or he runs through tackles. Continue to feed him the ball. He's having that kind of game.
Yeah, might they get him the ball in some space in some different ways here. So now, following the big play, they've got a first and goal all the way down at the 10. A handoff, it's Eckler. And from the 9, they get this to the 5-yard line. They've been in the red zone 3 times in this game and have not scored a single point. Can they break through here on 2nd and goal? And he's going to press this one forward as they stop him right around the 1. Give him right around 4 on the carry. We'll see if they want to keep pounding here on 3rd and goal. They'll try to pound it in with Ricard. And he'll take this into the end zone for a Green Bay touchdown. Patrick Ricard, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Packers are within an extra point of tying this thing up. And that's why you have the fullback, Charles. Couldn't get it in the play before with the smaller guy. Turned to a little more power. They score it.
And that has to warm the hearts of a lot of old-school football fans. They love when they get to see a little bit of power football.
The return man down to a knee, and this will come out to the 25-yard line.
So here are the Bucs to take over on offense. They've won 2 straight, and they lead this one as well as they come up on 1st and 10. The drive starts with a carry by Edwards. And he'll power his way forward for about 4 yards there on the 1st down carry.
Well, at the end of all that hitting and hollering, it was a 4-yard run, so the offense is going to go back to huddle and feel pretty good about themselves. Defensively, you have to feel okay because you didn't let it turn into a bigger run. But the goal, shut it down for 2 yards or less. That's when you start to feel good about yourselves.
He can really smell 800 catches right now because that last one puts him at 799, knocking on the door. Carr now on 1st down. Complete. Hunter Henry with the ground. And he'll take this from 147-yard line to the other. A gain of 6.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
And that catch, he just hit number 800 in his NFL career.
And just think, that puts you in top 35 range all-time in the NFL in terms of number of catches. One significant guy in that number, Shannon Sharp, who was a tight end. That's big-time play right there.
2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the...
Oh, that's into a sea of bodies, and it's intercepted.
Picked off near the 29. And to the 40-yard line, that's where the return stops.
And Brandon, this is a real nice job defensively, getting inside the quarterback's head and figuring out, okay, where's he going with the football? Because you can make an educated guess defensively, not all the time, but sometimes. And when you're right, you've got a decent chance of coming away with the football.
He's going to fire this thing deep right sideline.
And it is incomplete. Good positioning there downfield to break that one up.
On 2nd down, Eckler. And he'll get this across the 40 and up to about the 42-yard line. He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead.
Well, that's a good start to this drive on the defensive side of the ball.
And force the incompletion on 1st down. Then you're able to shut down the running play on 2nd.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised now. A little bit of pressure going at the quarterback in an expected passing situation.
The Packers going to use one of their timeouts as they'll get a chance to talk it over after picking up the 1st down. They go play action here on 1st down. Trying to lay one up deep. And he overshot him there. It's out of bounds, incomplete.
A deep ball down that right sideline, and he made sure that he put it where either his guy was going to catch it or no one was.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. On the ground, it's Eckler. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a third down. Now the Packers going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important third down. Now Eckler. Now room for Eckler. And he's got some space here. And he'll finally be taken down at the 2-yard line. 99 yards rushing for him as he has been tough to stop here this first half. So all the way down close to the goal line. Good blocking up front. Helped to spring him.
When this drive is over, he's got to get to the bench and sing Kumbaya.
And he will get this into the end zone. Touchdown, Green Bay.
Patrick Ricard
with his second TD of the game, his 6th on the year. And the Packers have taken the lead. Gano for the extra point. And he atones for his miss the first time around as this one is up and good to extend their lead. So that drives 7 plays in length. And it's culminated by a 2-yard touchdown run. Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown. And he'll just take a seat, and the drive will begin at the 25-yard line. Derek Carr getting ready to go again on offense. He's had a solid start to this game, but bottom line is they're losing, so he doesn't care about his stats. He just wants to right the ship on the scoreboard.
He wants to actually increase his stats because he feels like if he does, that means things will get better for his team, maybe get him back into the ball game or into the lead. In these situations, I remember playing with a quarterback once where he actually ran out onto the field first ahead of everyone else just to say, guys, let's go. Try and create that energy, create that spark.
Well, so far he has 1 touchdown, 1 interception. He'll be looking for that second touchdown now. Throwing on first down is Carr. Dumps it off to Edwards. And he'll be brought down right at the 45-yard line. The Bucs going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 24 seconds to go in this first half.
Meanwhile, Carr's throw taken in by Landry.
The Bucs forced to use their third and final timeout as they stop it with 19 seconds to go in half number 1. To throw, it's Carr.
A swing pass here to Edwards.
And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. A good pickup, but it will come on what should be the final play in this first half. So we're at halftime here at an abbreviated halftime show as we get rolling to quarter 3. So it's the Packers set to receive the kick. They've got the lead as well as we are underway in the third quarter. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25.
The Packers ready to go to start quarter number 3. And they've got the lead, CD. What do you expect from them in this second half?
Well, I liked what they were able to do on the ground in the first half because they had a lot of success running the ball, and I certainly think we'll see more of that. But I'd keep an eye on that defense, and I think their coaches up in the box will do the exact same thing. If they start to see 1 or 2 guys start to creep towards the line of scrimmage, that'll be licensed to take some shots downfield.
He'll buy some time right. Now he's going to throw deep right side. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long way out there, but it'll be third down. So after the second down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6. Going on the ground with Eckler. And they'll get him down about 3 yards short of the first. Call it a gain of 3, and it'll bring up 4th down.
You know, we might start getting some props here in the booth. You know, that one that says the D and then the fence that you put up next to it? How about that? They brought out the jumbo package and still couldn't move them off the line of scrimmage enough to pick up that first down.
Impressive. They were ready defensively for that jumbo set. They'll run for it with Eckler. And, boy, this is going to be close. That mark looks a little short, and he didn't get there. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it. And the Bucs are going to take over with excellent field position to boot. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. The former ASU Sun Devil, Eno Benjamin with it. And he'll maneuver his way forward for about 4. 2nd and 6. The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. Carr.
Oh, Metcalf, what a catch.
And finally down he goes as they work it inside the 10 to the 7.
You know I'm going to lean towards the defender, right? You know I'm going to do that.
I know.
That's a tough situation for him as I see it. But the truth of the matter is, that ball was not streaking towards him. Had a little arc on it. He's got to find a way to get his head around and make a play on the football.
That's Second and goal. Not a big window to throw. Coverage wasn't too bad there.
Yeah, they had him under wraps pretty well, but somehow able to muscle his way open and catch the ball.
On second and goal, Carr.
Oh, that'll be incomplete. No, he took a shot as he let that go. And it's going to bring up a third down.
This could very well be 4-down territory, but right now we focus on third and goal from the 1. Now Carr. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete. Green Bay up to the task there in coverage and forcing a 4th down.
Well, the passing windows are just not there. That's just another example of how great this defense has been all game long.
And that's exactly what a top 10 defense can do. They can really change the game tempo and frustrate you as you try to execute offensively.
The offense is staying out there. Here we go on 4th and goal from the 1. They'll go for it. It's Carr. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. They're turned away on 4th and goal. And the Packer defense stands tall down by the goal line. Well, you feel the excitement build on those 4th down plays. Defense has to stay out there, but for the offense, when that thing doesn't work out, such disappointment.
It can absolutely be a deflator, but how about the defensive guys? If they stop you on 4th down, they are absolutely elevated going to their bench.
They're elevated now. Big stop on 4th down. And he'll manage to pick up about 4. It's 2nd down.
And give him a lot of credit there, but even more credit to the guys up front. In that situation, you know it's going to be a stacked defensive front. And to be able to gain that much yardage, that's a big win for the guys on offense.
Yeah, they were just about standing on their own goal line, so to get a few yards there, a great start. Now we'll see what 2nd down brings. Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. This is Carson. And this is going to double their room to maneuver, able to get it from the 5 to the 10-yard line. They run again with Carson. And he is going to have the 1st down as he's up to his own 13-yard line.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work. Here is Eckler. And he sneaks his way forward only for a couple here. 2nd down. Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground, but I think the play gets made by the defensive front because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole. And a short gain across the 15 to the 17-yard line. Now after the running play, we've got a man down on the field. While the training staff takes a peek, we'll take a break. They stay on the ground. Again, it's Carson. And, boy, he is very close to a 1st down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short. It's a gain of 5 on the play, and it'll bring up a 4th down. And there's a run to be happy with. Good, solid yardage. They'll take that any time you hand the ball to a back. So in their own territory, but they only need a few inches, so they're going to opt to go for this thing. We'll see. Maybe a surprise pass or run. What will they do? We're about to find out. 4th down.
And this will be a Packers 1st down as the tackle made just shy of the 30.
Looks to me like maybe there's a little attrition setting in with this drive, because when you see that type of a run, I get the feeling the defense gets a little bit tired.
And that's the last thing they need, especially when they look up at the scoreboard. The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down. They'll run here with Eckler, and he'll work this forward for about 3 at second down.
Well, from an offensive perspective, that was a tough run because he only picked up 3 yards. But let's flip it over to the defensive side. They now have the advantage. 3 3-yard gains, that means they're punting the ball likely on 4th down. That's what you're looking for when you're playing defense.
On second down now, it's Carson. He takes this one across the 35 to the 36, a gain of about 4. They'll keep it on the ground. Carson, and he's got the first down yardage before he's brought down at the 42.
Sometimes with the running game, you've just got to stick with it. Look, it's the 3rd quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with the overall essence of the running game.
Flushed out right. Now he'll let it go deep right side. And this is caught right along the sideline. What a job of keeping the toes in bounds there. It's a big play there for Green Bay.
There's no doubt in my mind that not many guys in this league have had the impact that he's had here in the first half of the season. He's been a big play guy from the word go and continues to be one with another one right there.
These Packers and these Packer fans really thrive in the cold temperatures here at Lambeau. And their guys have the lead here with a 1st and 10.
And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on 1st down. After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5.
Hey, when you get good yardage like that on 1st down, it really does a whole lot of good for your entire offense. But I love it.
And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, Packers. Chris Carson, his first touchdown on the year.
And the Packers go coast to coast and finish the drive off with 6 points.
It'll be Carson. They run for it. And he is going to lose yardage here. So the defense gets the stop. I know it's situation to situation, but who has more pressure there, offense or defense, when they go for 2?
I truly believe it's the defense has more pressure because the offense has an entire playbook wide open from the 2-yard line. You can run it, you can throw it. So defensively, I think most teams are going to be aggressive and force the issue and try and bring pressure.
And the Buccaneers getting ready to go as they take the field. And this offense last time turned it over, went for it on 4th, didn't get it. They're lucky, though, because no points against the team on the board, but we'll see how they respond.
Yeah, they've got to give a lot of credit to their defensive teammates, don't they? They had their backs on that last series, and because they did so, that allows the coach to still stay aggressive on offense and maybe go for it again in a similar situation.
I was going to say maybe makes that offense feel good, but when you know you've got a defense making stands like that.
Yeah, that'll loosen up things a little bit, won't it? Maybe you'll play a little bit better the next time you have the ball.
And that is going to do it for this 3rd quarter of action. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. On 1st down, Carr. And that is incomplete. Oh, the coverage a little too good there, and it's 2nd down. Now Carr, after the incomplete pass, brings him up 2nd and 10. To throw is Carr. And this complete to Henry over the middle. 5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They're tackling them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
Carr going to throw.
Right back to Henry, and Henry's got it again. And he is going to have a Bucs 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
This defense has certainly had an outstanding 2nd half, haven't they? I know they just gave up a 1st down there, and for the offense, they're hoping that that's something that they can jumpstart with and maybe start to move the ball a little bit better. But it's been tough sledding for them here the entire 2nd half.
Shotgun now for Carr.
That's taken in by the tight end, McKinney.
And a loose football. And the Packers pick it up. And the return will be stopped at the 34-yard line. Obviously, you got to hold on to the football, but I've got to give credit to the defense there. Good job of knocking it free.
Yeah, because a lot of the time we just blame the offensive players for not taking care of it. How about the effort of the defensive players knowing that guys are going to, and if they're good, anticipate the contact coming and try and cover up the football. And they still find ways to knock it free. They've been trying and trying, but they haven't sacked him yet. He's been able to get away and make plays. Tried to make another one downfield right there, but to no avail. They'll have to keep up the pursuit, though, and not let him get hot.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And flags come in as he gets forward for about 3 yards. And let's check on the call. That one whistled against a big right tackle.
You'd think being able to fire out and block, it'd be a lot easier to not commit a holding penalty, but it's tough to keep those guys right in front, isn't it?
And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Picked off by Marshawn Lattimore. Now with that interception, you feel like we got a ball game again. Remember, a 2-score contest and still time left here in the fourth.
And in the old days, not too long gone either, throwing the ball here would have been an absolute no-no. But the way the game's played now, throwing it makes sense. You just have to be careful when you put it in the air.
He's got a man. It's his tight end. That's complete.
7 yards, the pickup there.
At this stage, this drive's got to be touchdown or bust because you need 2 of them.
And if I'm the offensive play caller, I'm not just looking at my dagger plays downfield. I'm looking at some of my specials, something that can fool them and give you a big play now.
With a sense of urgency.
No doubt.
First and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. And they'll turn to a power game to try to get in. Power on power, but he's not going to get in. No gain on the play, and it's going to be 2nd and goal. Remember, as they try to run the ball down here, Charles, this is the #2 rush defense in the league.
So do you accept the challenge up front? Do you get your offensive line together, get your tight end in the ball game and say, I don't care that they're #2. Let's go ahead and show them that we can run the ball anyway? Or do you do the best thing and throw the darn thing and try and get in the end zone?
Maybe that's wiser.
Well, they'd really like to make the short field pay off. We'll see if they can, but this is 3rd and goal.
Now Carr. And he hauls it in for the Buccaneer touchdown. DK Metcalf, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon.
So they called it a touchdown originally, and this will stay a touchdown after the video review, so they had it right.
Point after by Lambeau, up and good. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And he is going to dive to the turf. Boy, a strange return there. And they're going to start with really terrible field position.
Only able to get it to the 2-yard line on his return. Not going to make a lot of friends on your team when you only get it that far.
They'll start out on the ground with Carson. And he was very fortunate there to get out of his end zone. He maybe got back to the 2-yard line. No gain on the play there. 2nd down. Run blitz there defensively, something we might see more of here in the 4th quarter.
I think we'll see a lot of it, and the difference between that and a pass blitz, you're just trying to get to the quarterback. You're trying to scheme someone open who will get to the QB and make sure he gets on the ground. In a run blitz, you're actually trying to cover up gaps, trying to cover up holes so they can't run the football.
And he'll get this up past the 5 to the 7-yard line. 5 yards, now it's 3rd and 5. A tight game like this, such a tough spot for the offense to be in. Even though they have the lead, Charles, back up so close to their goal line, they got to protect the football.
And that's when you have to take care of your team with play calling as well. Not a lot of misdirection, not a lot of counters, not a lot of plays where you have extra ball handling. Get it right to the hands of your running back, tell him to take care of the ball, and try and move forward.
The Packers going to use one of their timeouts. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the fourth quarter. The Packers on 3rd down. They've converted 5 times in their many chances thus far. This will be 3rd and 5. He'll look to throw. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete.
And he's going to have a Packers first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Here's Davis. He'll try and run some clock. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3. The objective there, I mean, yes, the positive gain, that's nice, but work some clock.
Yeah, you're exactly right, but the problem for them is still within a possession. So they can't just sit on it running the ball. They have to find a way to throw it effectively as well.
He's going to air one out. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
A lot of contact there, but there was no way it appeared that he was going to get a flag on that one. Looking for it, but he wasn't going to get it. And as an ex-defensive back, you love it when they let you play and jostle downfield.
And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. No gain there on the play, and that's going to leave him with a 4th down. That time they're able to bottle him up, but he's having a really nice game.
I agree with that. Let's just go big picture, right? Every back that's in the Hall of Fame had carries where they didn't gain yardage or they lost yardage, but you stick with them, don't you? When they're having a good game, keep feeding them.
Back to throw here. And they hit him as he throws, as this one's going to go straight down to the turf. Incomplete. The Packers unable to pick up the first. And the Bucs are going to take over with excellent field position to boot. So that's a decision that could loom pretty large here. They go for it on 4th down, but come up empty.
But I actually like the call, and the reason? It shows me a head coach has faith in his team overall. First on the offensive side, thinking they can pick it up, but also knowing that he has faith in his defense that if they don't, they'll go out there and stop them. I like the confidence he showed.
Now Carr, after the incomplete pass, brings him up 2nd and 10. Now Carr. And a completion to Wilson. We've got a 1-score game with inside of 2 minutes remaining. So it's Buccaneer football as we welcome you back. They face a critical 3rd down now, needing a score here in the late going.
He'll get this to his running back, Benjamin.
And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that. They'll wind up getting just a yard. And it'll be 4th down. Touchdown! Hunter Henry. His 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Bucs are going to retake the lead. To throw is Carr. And no, incomplete. They can't convert. So they tried to bump the lead up to a field goal. Instead, it stays at 1 here in the 4th.
Well, that decision to me was all about pulling up the chart. You know, that beautiful chart that tells you when to go for 2, when to go for 1. I do love it. It helps you with your decision-making during heated times. And just look at it right here in this point of the game. Go for 2. Try and make it a field goal difference.
But now just up 1 makes the rest of this 4th quarter a little more interesting.
Yeah, they followed the chart. They just didn't get the 2 points on the board, did they?
Nope. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on 1st down, but he couldn't reel it in. Following the incomplete pass, here they go again. 2nd and 10 from the 25. He'll look to throw. And that is incomplete. So back-to-back incompletions, now 3rd and 10. And first things first, before you think about marching the ball down the field, you got to move the chains.
You're exactly right. Got to get back into focus here. Get the first down. That's what's vital to them.
He's going to let it fly. And that is caught one-handed. Oh, my, he pulled it in. Now the Packers going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts, as they'll get a chance to talk it over after picking up the first down. They'll look to throw. Steps away. They'll let this go for the end zone. And that is caught. But he will come down out of bounds, says the side judge. Incomplete. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. On the give, this is Eckler.
131 yards rushing for him now, as he has been tremendous all day long.
Now the Packers going to burn their 3rd and final timeout as they get the stoppage with just over a minute to go in the game. Back to throw.
And he's going to be intercepted for the 3rd time thus far.
Picked off by Marshawn Lattimore. Then he will take it across midfield and down to the 45.
Well, you knew you had to take some chances here with a clock.